And this is a very short trip to Puerto Rico. I had some business to tend to in San Juan, and it was kind of an emergency. So this was not exactly a leisure trip like it usually is, but I was able to get a quick flight out to San Juan from Baltimore, and we got a little surprised on the way on approach because before hitting Fort Lauderdale, apparently the runway was too many aircraft on the runway. It seemed, because we did a big loop-de-loop and ended up back in the air, and we got a really great view of Fort Lauderdale, which you normally from the vantage point coming from where we were coming from, we never be able to see. So I hope you enjoy a little bit of this view. The rest of it was pretty much going to waiting out the weekend. This is Mother's Day weekend, and I'm kind of stuck. And I know most people would think, why are you stuck in Puerto Rico? You could go out and do things. There's some issues with going out and doing sightseeing and stuff like that were not planned at all. So the only thing that we actually got to do was meet up with my brother, and he managed to get me into rehearsal. So the 4th of May is usually, May the 4th be with you if you're a big Star Wars fan. So they do their annual Star Wars concert, which is usually well attended, but this year they had some more stuff added to their program because they have more shows out there, more movies that have been added to the Star Wars franchise repertoire. So this proved to be going to be a good program. It's at the end of this video. The rest is just a few shots of San Juan, the metro area, and we just spent the weekend. Everybody else was working. Had some family members that were ill, and everybody else was taking care of them. So it's just my brother and I hanging out for the weekend. And as soon as I landed, the games began. The meeting I was supposed to attend did not happen, so I ended up going to the Palace of Performing Arts in San Juan and got a ticket for the concert, and then we just hung out and had ice cream. I highly recommend these places in Bayamon. This is a suburb of San Juan, and all these ice creams are handmade, and they're made from local fruits. And after having a few treats, we headed out to the rehearsal. I got first dibs, mainly because my brother plays with a symphony, and I grew up with these people, so I got to get a front row seat to the show, and I knew it was going to be a great performance for the following night. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of the film. This is all basically us hanging out, going to rehearsal, going up back to eat. Notice one picture of us in the big line to Chick-fil-A, and this is the first one ever to open Puerto Rico. So yes, the line forms for the drive-through all the way out onto the main roadway, and then we have like 1,000 people direct traffic. So that's why I included that picture. I think they're going to have a second Chick-fil-A open up pretty soon. And Sunday, it covers the Sunday, and we had brunch. A really interesting place called the Chaplin's Cafe. Someone likes Charlie Chaplin a lot, so that's basically what they did. And they opened up a cafe, and getting in there, parking is difficult to get. And once you get parking, you either have a reservation for brunch, or you kind of beg to get in. So we managed to get in and have a nice treat and some coffee. And headed out to the Mall of San Juan, from which you can see most of the great views of the San Juan Bay, without actually having to be actually in the San Juan proper. That's a great mall. That Mother's Day, like I said, it's closed, but only the restaurants and bars are open on Sunday for some reason. So, and then just basically back at home, hanging out at the house, hanging out with one of their pets, and. I hope you enjoyed the clips at the end of this video, just to show you what the Puerto Rico Symphony can do. They some of the artifacts that were given from Hollywood, these are original musical scores from the movies and signed, and that I also believe there's a lightsaber on display, and these are going to be auctioned off for. They have a fundraiser coming up sometime in the next year, hopefully, and they're going to be auctioning off these items so they can collect money for a retirement fund, and that's basically the situation. So this is the lobby, and they play some music, and there's some pretty big fans of Star Wars showing up. I've never made one of these concerts before, so I was kind of glad that I had an opportunity to do that. And so I met up with my brother before the concert, and one of my high school chums. He is the lead for his section. He plays the flute, and you get to listen to his talents here momentarily. And that's all I got. The next trip to Puerto Rico, I promise, is going to be a whole lot more interesting. So enjoy the clips coming up just in a few seconds, and hopefully I'll see you at the other end, maybe sipping a little drink with a little umbrella sticking out of it next time. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching.
chose for Ahsoka. But does that sound similar to you in some way?
Yes.
Where else was the unique bass recorder used?